It's finished at Old Trafford. Man United 2, Nottingham Forest 3. That's Nottingham Forest's first win at Old Trafford in nigh on 3 decades, which is 30 years. The defending for all the 3 goals were absolutely horrendous. We can't keep a clean sheet and defend for love nor money. And Amorim has got his work cut out. This is a big, big job, and he's got a big, big task. This is not going to be easy in any way, shape or form. There were some good performances in the first half and some disgraceful performances in the second half. This is not good enough. Mourinho always went on about what you inherit when you take over a football club. Look what Amorim's inherited. Shitbags like Bruno Fernandes, Nagate, and the like. These players need to be dismantled. We need to get rid of the players in January and then in the summer. You know, Martinez, shocking. Poor defensively on most of the goals. And this can't keep on happening. I did see loads of patterns of play. In the first half, nice one-touch football. So we have worked a lot on the training ground, and it bared fruit in the first half. The second half was complete and utter capitulation. And why was Xerxes wearing fucking mittens? He had fucking mittens on his hands. What the hell is that all about? He's a big girl's blouse. What an absolute fool Xerxes is. But he scored 2 goals against Everton. The same Everton, by the way, that he was on trial with, and they didn't even want him. So the only reason he scored against Everton was because he wanted to prove a point that Everton should have kept him. Xerxes is not good enough, and it's embarrassing, and Marat says the same thing with his fucking mittens. You're not a cat. You play for Man United Football Club. You shouldn't be wearing gloves, you big girl's blouse. I think it's an absolute catastrophe. And Xerxes needs to go in January. We wasted all that money to get him from Bologna. He is not good enough for Man United Football Club in any way, shape or form. He will never, never prove anybody wrong. He is shit. He is crap. Right? And you know what I mean? It's absolutely ridiculous. A grown man wearing bloody mittens. This can't continue. You know, we're 13th in the league. You know, we still got a plus goal difference. You know. But Xerxes isn't good enough for Man United, and we've saw that throughout this season. You know, one saw doesn't make a summer. You know, just because you score goals, that doesn't make you a good player, by the way. Just because you win a trophy, that doesn't make you a good player. You know what I mean? You could be like Harry Kane. You could be a good player, but with no trophies. You know? And Xerxes needs to work on his game. He's always playing the part of the invisible man. Bruno Fernandes, shocking again. You know, he needs to go in January. We've got loads of players. And Rashford goes on that football pitch and does absolutely sod all. He shouldn't be at Man United Football Club. He was a disgrace. Walking around the pitch, he can't be bothered. He just can't. And Amorim has been held a dealt hand because of that bald-headed cunt, Tanag. And the 5 top reds again, they are to blame. They have the cheek to celebrate with the minimal wins we've had so far under Amorim. You have the cheek to celebrate when you all wanted Tanag to stay. You all wrote love letters to the club for Tanag to keep being the manager. And his top reds are so... They've got more front than Brighton. Nothing about them screams success. They want failure. And Rashford is the symptom of failure. He walks around the pitch like the big I am. You're not a star. You're only what you think you are, but you never will be the top echelon of player. Get rid of him in bloody January. You're going to have old people freezing to death. I don't see Rashford campaigning to help the old people, like he did with the kids. And I thought it was an absolute disgrace, that, by the way. I don't know what it's got to do with him. It didn't come out of your own pocket, did it, Marcus? And I'm the only Man United fan that criticises Rashford. Nobody dares criticise him but me. He is rubbish. I can't bear to look at him. I just can't stand the guy. He thinks he's better than what he is. And that can't happen. So I'm absolutely disgusted with the result. Disgusted with the performance. I'm not going to blame Amorim. He's a work in progress. But I tell you what, if he didn't think this wasn't a gigantic task on his hands before, he most certainly does now, without being outside looking in. And we're in big, big trouble. And we need to sell half that squad because they'll never be good enough for Man United Football Club. And in January, I want Rashford gone and I want Xerxes gone. End of. Period.